why would God put a tree in the middle of the garden that could possibly tempt mankind to fall? And I have come to several conclusions and preached several different things on various occasions to bring what I thought was some measure of clarity to the why. This is what I have learned about God. The closer you get to him, the simpler he relays messages. Because if you ever get close to a person, that's when they take their guard down and just start saying anything around you. When you get close to people, you just show them the real you. I got in my human flesh, y'all, and I said, God, I've researched this, and I want to know why put a tree in the middle of the garden if you wanted us to have no participation with the tree? And as I begin to reflect on my eisegetical approach, selective theology, I said, well, I understand that this tree was there because you cannot have love if you don't have options. And by having the option there, I chose, we got to preach like that. I chose God over the tree to prove that he is the God of my salvation. And he did the thing that he does when he does it, because after God gets done doing what he did, then he did it to the... And we so dumb, we be sitting there listening to the preacher. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. The Lord said to me, do you know why I planted that tree in the garden? I said, no, God, why? He said, because I wanted to. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. The world. He said, I don't need your permission to decide what I plant or where I place it. It is so arrogant for human beings to ask God, why would you plant a tree that tempts me? Well, the question is, why are you tempted by what's not yours in the first place? If you had $100 in your house, and in your house, you took that $100 and you set it on the table out in the open, do you owe your children an explanation why you set that $100 on that table? What if your child took that $100? You come and say, where's my $100 bill? And you found out they took it, and this is what they say to you. If you didn't want me to take it, why would you put that $100 bill there and tempt me? Do you understand how crazy this sounds now for us to look at God and ask him, how dare you put something in your garden that conflicts with my interests? Here's the problem, Adam. I put the tree there before I put you there. So if God planted the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, then that meant that the seed came from him. So why do I need the seed if I have the sower? I don't need the tree because the one who put the knowledge in the tree is the one I have access to. But when you are selfish, you bypass what you really have access to, pursuing what your flesh desires.